Hello, guys, and welcome to episode 5 of the Blabbew podcast. Thank you for all the support. Dad loves it. Dad loves it when you give him support and give him a bit of praise. And
Dad loves it.
Make sure you check our longer form clips on YouTube, and we got our short ones on TikTok, Instagram. We won
Spotify.
We won ratings on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. Give it all to us.
All of it.
All of it. And now, let's go. How are you doing today, sweet Fred?
I'm
I'm getting
good.
confused.
I'm good, yes.
Yeah?
You know, yeah.
Looking well.
I feel good, yes.
Monday morning's doing you good?
Monday morning, yeah. You know, there's a time before when I was bodybuilding, Monday mornings, I'm like, I used to hate Monday mornings, but I don't mind it now, actually.
Yeah.
You know?
When I used to go too hard on the cheat meal, and by that I mean like have something sweet, I'd be crashing out on a Monday, and I'm like,
like the Hulk.
but not so much now. I'm doing a water fast. It's ironic that I did put this water there.
So you put water in this thing and doing a water fast. You're trying to do a 24-hour water fast.
I put a large tap of water next to me and then said, I don't drink
so
water.
So that's actually tap water.
No. It's bottled water. It's it comes through a tap. Yeah. Weekend, let's go. So, firstly, on the Friday, we had Sweet Freddy's leaving date.
I know. It's I suppose it's a bit
rude, actually.
No, because we started this. Freddie's been part of this from the beginning. Really, when we started taking, because he had somebody else and it wasn't working out, and then Freddie came, and everything about Freddie's the opposite of what the other person was. And it's all fucking brilliant. And then it's going away. You know, these kids don't care, do they? All they think about is themselves.
Don't, honestly.
No. Freddie's got his final year uni, and it's important that he finishes degree. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully they might get him back. We don't know. We never know. No
pressure there, Freddie.
But I just want to say that you've been very. It's like it's not. You've been very helpful. You've been very good.
Amazing.
And whatever I'm saying that whatever you do, you know, I think you put your heart and soul into it, and I think that's what is a character that we really admire and we appreciate. That my whole family talk about you, and how well you've been, and you chilled everything out. So thank you so much.
Yeah, very much. And you know what? When I interviewed about like 5 people. No, maybe 4.
We interviewed a few, and then you stopped.
And then I stopped, and I was like, Dad, it was just Freddie that I interviewed without you.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
the only person to interview without me.
And I was like, Dad, look, you just got to trust me on this one.
And I said,
and then boom, then look.
No, because we didn't want any. We just wanted somebody's whatever drama, and we couldn't anyway. So anyway, enough about you. He's going.
Yeah, shut up.
He's being selfish. He's going, so we got to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just bleep out that name that was in there.
Yeah, no, he didn't put it. Bleep it out. Yeah.
All right. Well, wait. We went to Top Golf, and you were all right.
But you know what? I think I'll go again. Because it's something different, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's a lot of.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I love
strength.
sport in general, and even though we were sort of. Like we were not competing, but I always compete. I just let it ride this time because it's the first time. I don't know. I just like the aspect of competition where, you know, I've always liked competing. Not about anything else, just sport.
Yeah. I don't think that's true. Scrabble, you're vicious.
But that's a bit.
He's literally like nasty. He's like, you little bit. Slaps your tiles off the thing and all.
No. I love Scrabble. I used to play Scrabble a lot when I was at school.
I love Scrabble so much.
What you got to understand is that with 4 Ghanaian boys that went to Kenya to go to school, and then we ended up stuck there. So we've been school holidays. We stayed. We never actually went. We were there for 6 years. Actually, it's 6.5 years. We were there for 6.5 years, nearly 7 years, and only went home once for holidays. So school holidays, we had to find a way to entertain ourselves. And one of the things that I used to do was I used to do volunteer work in different, I worked in hospitals, in account department hospitals. And then one of the things that we did was we played sport. There's nothing to do. So we played table tennis. We all 4 of us were in the school team, played table tennis for the school, played some tennis as well, played some, what else? Yeah. So Scrabble's one of them.
Mm.
We used to play Scrabble just
I
to
love
challenge
Scrabble.
you. Know.
If you're so good at it, why did I beat you?
You've never beaten me at Scrabble. In your head.
Oh my gosh, the gaslighting is overwhelming. I'm so what? But damn, that is a lie. But yes, okay. If you say so. And also, no eggs in the house yesterday.
Oh no, do you know what? That I don't remember the last time that happened. I'll tell you
No.
what, I was the last person to eat the last few eggs.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I saw them. They were in the bowl and I thought, this had been there for a while. So I started, I was supposed to eat 6. When I went in there was 7. I thought, so I ate all of them.
That 7th one
And then the 7th one.
was like an atom bomb to the
that
house.
was it. That was it. We had no eggs. That's unusual.
That is very unusual.
I don't remember the last time we didn't have any. Anyway.
And I have mad rituals on Sundays. I have my bacon or my meat. I've got my chicken
I know. She
thighs.
got it ready. She's like,
I've got my salt. I've got my truffle oil. And where's the yolk? Honestly. I think we had one boiled, but that is not doing
That's
me.
not what it is. But nobody wanted to go out. But we made nobody wanted to go out.
We could have just left the house.
We just popped down and bought eggs. And no, I'm not going.
That's a good point.
We do it. I said because we knew we had a lot of them. We had duck eggs in the office.
And exactly. When you know you've got duck eggs waiting for your own.
We got decent eggs. Just so that's the point.
I'm not going to cheap out on some skanky chicken egg. But I suppose now we know. We can just get some from the shop. I don't know why it didn't even compute to me. I was just outraged.
Did it become a little bit like a stalemate? Like no one really wanted to go, but then it was, should we go? A little bit like that.
There wasn't
like a shootout.
I don't think there was
no
even
discussion
a debate.
about going.
There was no discussion about going to the shop. There was just like, oh, we've just accepted that we're eggless today.
But because I think we knew that we had a decent amount in there.
Yeah, we got
kitchen.
we had. Oh my god, there's so much
And
meat
we had some
and
duck
steak and
eggs
stuff
in it.
like that.
I prefer to eat the duck eggs regularly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I know
Over anything, I'm
they
going for
haven't
duck
messed
eggs.
around with them as much as they've done with
And
it.
they're delicious. The
Oh,
yolk
they're
is
delicious.
so thick and juicy.
You know the goose egg when you try and break it. How difficult is that?
And the quail eggs, literally.
I'm like, dude, you got to break. And solid.
I wonder why that is. Like, are we supposed to? If we were supposed to eat the shell, are we going?
Yeah, but you could eat the shell. You could still eat it. It wasn't unbearable.
Do you think we're supposed to eat?
Okay, so if you give an egg
dog.
to a dog, it'll eat all of it.
No,
Every other animal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I believe, right? And whenever I say this, I hear the comments. I'm even hearing it in my ear now. Already, we've evolved. We have evolved in terms of our behavior, but our bodies haven't evolved. Anything that has to be cooked before you eat, we're not supposed to eat. That's what I believe in. I'm not saying I'm not going to eat. No, I'm saying that oats. Look at oats. You got to cook it, do all sorts of stuff to it. Look at we can eat fruit. That's fine. You can eat fruit. How many season? That's it. Vegetables seasonally.
Yeah. I doubt they had a George Foreman back then, I guess.
so
induction hob.
If you eat like a potato, you never eat a raw potato. So are we supposed to eat it? I don't know. Most of the carbohydrate meals that we eat, like sweet potato, and rice and all of that, are we meant to eat them?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying don't eat them. Whenever I say that, it sounds too extreme. And you get people saying, "Oh, Eddie, what were you talking about?" Well, we are the only animals that use fire. We are the only animals that use fire. So you can imagine the dog getting up one morning thinking, this I'm not eating the fucking bone that this owner keeps giving me. So the dog is standing at the kitchen with an apron making oatmeal with almond milk.
That's a film, surely.
So that's bullshit. There's so much bullshit. There's so much like manipulation and bullshit and going on. Because I'm old enough to see how it all started. Before you know it, we just did a video just now about the Milky Bar Kid. It used to be a national event, unveiling the national the new Milky Bar Kid, and you get some kid coming, the Milky Bar, okay, on me, and then everybody gets so hard on about it, and it's all sugary. It's not food. Yeah,
that's mad. To be fair, an advert. Oh, maybe was it like equivalent of what's the John Lewis advert going to be this year? I suppose.
Yeah. The Milky Bar, they had their own. It was just a
They
thing.
were doing things.
The Milky Bar, and the new kid comes out. Oh my God! It becomes a star overnight, and all that kid is doing is helping this big corporation sell sugary shit to innocent people and make them sick. That's it.
They have to be very clever to market. Even so many things that are like just swill dishwater.
What's it called? Weetabix.
Oh yeah, that's clever.
You see, so for years we were associating. Have you had your Weetabix? You think that's the worst thing, one of the worst things to eat.
Yeah.
And then you're being told associated with strength and that. It's crazy.
When you do a breakfast one or cereal one, all of them, but Weetabix is okay.
No, I
Weetabix
know.
It is clever how they've done it.
Very
they've made
clever.
it seem like, because it kind of doesn't taste that good.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes all right. That means it's really
It's not food. It really isn't food.
Yeah.
But we've been brainwashed for years to believe that. So
I think you do get accused of demonizing, where really you're just saying this is the actual effect on the body, not what they'll tell you.
I think
industry.
I think if you believe something completely different, and you get somebody who's coming around screaming and shouting, that's actually not true.
Yeah,
you're gonna fight them.
Yeah.
And that's why I like the.
Would I? Yeah. No, I wouldn't fight them. I'd be like, that's interesting, and look into it. I wouldn't be absolutely first.
Yeah, but that because you're different though. I mean, how many times would you go on social media and put some stupid comment? Some people just do it.
Yeah, because nothing in me would make
nothing would make me go.
Make me comment about something that I have no interest in.
Yeah.
Which is what half your comments are about.
No, but sometimes somebody will write. You put a video out and somebody will just write the longest prose. I'm like, dude, the video has only been out for 2 minutes. That means you've not actually thought about it laterally. I just ignore it.
True.
You know. But it makes you learn, doesn't it? It makes you learn how different people can take different opinions, and I suppose it teaches you. I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think social media creates a sort of, especially when you get to that hate comments, it creates that echo chamber of where people feel they feel okay to say
certain things that they wouldn't say.
They wouldn't say in public as well.
Absolutely.
Which is one of the downsides of it.
Yeah. Not a lot of people are saying much to Dad in real life. You know what I mean?
No.
Hi, Miss Ravi. Even me.
Take a photo. I know. But then you read the comment. But then, look, I think you have to have people disagreeing with you. Agreeing with you. If everybody came on page and said, "Oh, I agree with Eddie," that'd be boring. You want that kind of debate. But I put my videos out there to cause debate, and my argument is, before you try and argue for whatever you do, just let's try what I'm eating for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you can tell me that.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
I don't
blah.
think you could debate against someone who hasn't tried what you're saying.
That's why I refuse.
It doesn't make any sense if they don't.
GB News sent me somebody sent me, I'm not going to mention her name. He sent me a text about, I aired it. If you're listening to it, I aired your text. And basically sent me a text saying, to have a debate with a vegan at 7:30 this morning. I looked at him thinking,
there's so much about that.
Have you not watched my video? You don't watch my videos. I'm not interested in arguing with a vegan. I'm sorry, but I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't matter whether I get into trouble of saying this or not. I've never met a vegan that I can have a proper conversation with. I just think that when I ate plants, I didn't think properly. I don't give a shit what anybody says. When I was eating plants, I don't think I was thinking properly. Because you're planty. I just smell like a plant. Eat both.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But again, when you're saying about people trying it for 4 weeks, you've tried veganism.
Absolutely, I tried plant-based for a month. I remember thinking, so it's bloated. Even I know it sounds really pathetic when I say, but I even smelled different. My body, I smell different. I'm not saying it was bad. I said I smelled different from how I normally smell. I'm thinking,
planty.
Well, I'm planty, yeah. But because I like I said, I went to Kenya and I had lots of meat. If I hadn't gone to Kenya, I probably would have died from when I lived in Ghana and this stuff. So that's one of the reasons why, I get asked a lot, and I have to say this because it's important. We talk about Ghana, and we were going to go to Ghana this year that something happened, so we're not going to go. But the reason why I haven't actually, been is because one of the first thing my mum said to me before she died was, please don't come back here. She begged me. My mum begged me, 95 when she came. She said, why? Because I don't want to, it's something about your family. And I didn't take it seriously, just ignored it. But then later on, I find that my family, when you live in a matriarchal society, mum was a matriarch. Since she dies, everything fell apart. They're not talking to each other. My brother and sister beating up your sister because she's done this and done that. And I thought, I left when I was really young. I can't be dealing with any of that because I'm not, I left in 1978 and I've only been back 2 or 3 times. And my mum was there, I would have been there all the time. But it breaks my heart that I cannot go back because how can you have a brother or a sister that's living like half an hour away from you and you've never seen them, spoken to them for 20 years. So I don't want to be part of it. That's why I've stayed away.
But a lot of families have that.
Like that.
Even in the UK, I do feel
everywhere,
that.
yeah. It's very sad, but I suppose I didn't grow up in that. I grew up, by myself really, and I don't want to bring that into my life. Their politics. I've lived 50 years without all of that, and I don't need it.
I think we should still try and go.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go, yeah. There's a reason why we didn't go.
You're saying the opposite thing.
No, I didn't want to go, but now I was going to go with my children.
Now? Oh, now I just said.
No, there was a reason why we didn't go.
Oh, right. Yeah,
a good reason, but this year, but hopefully we'll go soon. I really want to go.
Yeah, definitely.
When you go to Ghana, whereabouts would you want to go? What would you want to do? Would it be like more of like a holiday in terms of on the beach and stuff?
Not really, no.
Oh.
No, there'll be some of that, but I want to show my kids where I grew up. And because sometimes when you tell people something, it's difficult to put it, it's exactly what my life was like, where my mum, I've never been to where my mum came from, Cape Coast, even though the language I speak is pure Cape from Cape Coast. I've already been there before because my mum taught me. So there's certain things that I want to see that I've never seen. I left Ghana. I was too young. When you're 15, when you leave, you don't, But yeah, a few things I want to see, and I want the kids to show as well. Show the kids a few things, because I think when you're young, you don't realize how important knowing where you come from is until you're older. When you get to a certain age, you find that.
What age?
Well, I suppose because of bodybuilding started happening to me later on.
Yeah, do you think
about 10 years ago?
If you hadn't been, because steroids would be suppressing it. Do you think if you hadn't been doing steroids and you hadn't had a major project, and you have quite a like, I'm doing this thing now, so I'm just going to carry on with my thing, personality. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can stay in your lane, tunnel vision. You can be tunnel vision, but do you think the combination of steroids and that, you would have experienced this a lot sooner?
I think 2017, that's when I came off everything completely. And I came off everything. I didn't touch anything for about 2 years. For 2 years. Then that's when I started thinking, oh my God, it's almost like a switch had been turned on back on in my head. And then I started grieving. My grieving started then. I started thinking, oh my God, I can't. You can imagine all these years. My mum died in 95. In 2017, I'm telling you about 22 years. And I'm thinking, God,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
it took that bodybuilding numbs a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The steroids make you a different person. I mean, I dare anybody who is a bodybuilder, prolonged steroids, tell me different. But you see, you're in denial, because I used to say, oh, no, I'm okay. I'm the same person. But it's only when you come up with everything that you realize, oh my God, that's not. You see, I believe what you learned when in your childhood before 10, that's what sets you up as a person for life. I've come from a good family. My mum was very kind. My dad was very kind. So I know how I was brought up. But when steroids numbs it, so when it numbed it, so I never, the focus was tunneled. Because I came to the UK one day when I thought I'm going to become a nurse. I came here, I had my suitcase had a towel, had 2 t-shirts, a white shirt, a blue suit that I had, and a pair of white shoes and flip-flops and my toothbrush and my documents. That's it. It's all I had. And the clothes were wet because they were on the line. That's all. Because I was supposed to come here on a Friday. And then, but I came here on a Tuesday. because the airline called my mum and they said, well, we got a space for Tuesday if you want to come. I said, okay. So I got in the plane and then I left. I came. My mum said to me, last thing my mum said to me face to face was, I'm never going to see you again. And I said that I was so stupid. I thought that. Why did she say that? I never saw her again. But so I got on the plane and that was it. I suppose I that it's an economic. There's a reason why you're going. And my mum was so happy. She goes, you don't belong here. From my childhood, mum used to say to me, you don't belong here. So I suppose when the matriarch dies in society, they all some company family falls apart. So that's why I stayed away from Ghana for a while.
Yeah, just doing what we thought was right. Everyone was there.
Because I can't be going into a family because I left it when everybody got on. My mum was there. It was fun. We all met and my mum's can have a laugh and then all of it disappeared. And
then
they're not talking,
be
fighting.
Like you'd have to be the one to fix it.
I don't want. No, I don't know the politics.
I'm
are
not saying you would, but maybe there'd be that pressure or presumption from them.
I know a lot more about the Kenyan culture, or actually the British culture, because I've lived here most of my life.
Go on, England.
Yeah. Go on, England. Apart from as long as Harry Kane's not playing.
Rest in peace, Harry Kane. That is not your fan, Harry Kane.
No, at the time when he was. Now he's not.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
No. Speaking of sports,
I was going to say, well, Selena, I wanted to ask as well. Would you see it as important to go to Ghana? Is that a thing you want to do?
We've been threatening to go without him for about 20 years. So, obviously we wanted to go we've wanted to go to Ghana for ages. Brandon and I were like, should just go. And then, but don't want to go with Dad don't want to go without Dad when it's your place. Do you know what I mean? That would be, I feel disrespectful.
I want my children to see like Ghana, see where I grew up. But like I said, when you got a family, that's, they are apart, they are arguing all this, you don't, and then I recently I had my nephew came over, I
didn't even meet him.
You didn't even meet him, and I had my brother said to me, the problem with you is that you don't. It was to say you everything you know is from a book. You don't have any common sense, something like that. And that's how I don't want anybody to say that to me at 60 years old. I just can't be asked. I just backed off. I thought, look, just leave me alone. And like I said, if you're living that close to each other, not speaking to each other, it means that you're not. And I don't want to be. I don't want to be part of the politics. I spoke to my younger sister, but then she's my younger sister. We got like a type of history where we used to go steal food. We used to, so
you were like young together. They were all quite old,
a little bit older than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
but I know I want beaches,
we'll go.
Beaches, markets, and Nadi.
Yeah, no. When my sister, I talked to my sister
and braids.
Yeah, she's skipping that.
She's mad.
The thing is, she changed her diet. Her diet's literally carnivore in Ghana. She's a carnivore diet like I do, and she goes, "I feel amazing." She's a different person. She's skipping. And she's 660.
She's skipping and that
next year. Crazy.
It is mad.
I know.
Well, speaking of athletes, we've been watching the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you enjoying?
I always enjoyed the Olympics.
Yeah.
I because the reason why I enjoy it is because as a bodybuilder, having to spend a whole year. I remember I took a year off, and it takes taking the whole year training. Being very. I have to eat a certain way, and it's 24 hours non-stop, and then the day comes, and then it's overwhelming. I like the whole preparation thing, and it's character building.
Yeah.
It teaches you a lot of discipline.
So you would say, you sort of like have an appreciation for how much effort goes into
absolutely.
Yeah,
the effort, the discipline, the sacrifice, the determination. There's so much of it, and you just think.
Say that again.
The effort, the discipline, determination, the sacrifice.
Determination. I've never heard you say that before.
Determination.
Determination. There's some words that Dad has an accent with. It's now determination. Supermarkets.
Well, listen, we usually have this conversation. I say to you,
envelope. Sorry, yeah, go on.
Envelope. Yeah.
I'm just gonna think of more.
How do you call it? Envelope. I call it envelope. Okay, so I learned English as a subject at school to begin with. even though it's the only language I speak now, mostly. But until I started talking to my sister in 2017, I had not spoken any other language apart from English. When I was in Kenya, I learned Swahili. In Ghana, I speak 5 different languages in Ghana. So in all, I think I could speak 8 languages, but I've lost them all.
What language is determination?
Okay. So listen. For instance, it's how how words are pronounced in different accents. Yeah. Like my sister would say, critical.
Yeah, she's out.
Critical. And I'm like, what's critical? What is that? Okay, it's critical. So you got to, most people pronounce the English, they speak the English language phonetically correct. We're the ones that don't. We just use words and, high. High. H-I-G-H. What the f does that mean? Higger.
What'd you call me?
Yeah. Higger.
Yeah. Cute. So yeah, back to the Olympics. All right. So what are your favourite sporting events to watch?
It's athletics.
Yeah, you're an athletics.
I love athletics because I used to do 100 meters and I used to do 200 as well. I used to do shot put. That's the only thing that I could really do. The high jump, I couldn't.
Oh my gosh, so bad at I was doing long jump at that. No, I think we were doing athletics.
Long jump
for a competition, and I was doing 100, 200, long, and javelin.
All you kids did sprint. All of you ran at school.
Yeah.
All of you.
Yeah, until I started getting those shin splints. Yeah. But to be fair, I saw a thing that said diet can get rid of.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, 100%.
I think I was just probably eating a lot of bread.
There is a lot that we didn't know about food.
Yeah,
there's a lot that they've lied to us. That's
and
what
I was getting countless tests and whatever.
I know.
I was getting intolerance tests, allergy tests
all the time.
It wasn't us. It wasn't me. Do you know what I mean? But definitely not me. I was a child.
But I think what upsets me the most is that nobody was able to say, there's so many things that you shouldn't eat. And like I said, I've told you already, I believe that most of the things that you're not able to digest properly, I don't think we are supposed to be eating as human beings.
Yeah, but I have the most sensitive stomach ever. Even if sometimes I get a thought that I don't like, I can literally I'm going to be sick. Like I just feel it all my belly all the time. It's the weirdest thing.
That thing, pasteurized milk. Like you can have beef dripping. You can cook with beef dripping. You can eat animal fat, eat the tallow, but you can't eat butter because that's from pasteurized milk. It's that pasteurization that kills, destroys the actual food. Pasteurization, they heat it to certain temperatures and then homogenize it.
No offense, Freddie, because I know he likes a glass of milk, but I think any cow, any juice, anything from the cow is like now. But I'm only saying that now because I was addicted to cheese, and now I'm being like, what's it called?
You know that
projecting
that program, that thing, The Boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Boys, when what's her name? That girl when started taking tablets so that she can produce breast milk for Homeland. All right, that's what it's like. It's like,
but yeah,
he starts producing breast milk. Then he starts coughing, and oh, here we go. Because that's what it's like. What kind of an adult? And it doesn't matter what you say. We've been brainwashed so much that people don't want to listen anymore. I'm telling you that I don't give a shit what anybody says. We are the only adult animals that insist on drinking milk from another animal. It doesn't matter what you say. Oh, you're going to drink milk. You don't have to drink milk. And all these milk products have all been made for years. I'm not saying don't drink them. I'm saying that for optimum health, I think just eat the meat rather than with its milk and all. Just eat the bloody meat.
And at least if you do, have raw and at the very least whole.
Yeah, I mean, so you can eat fruits. You can eat them raw. You can eat like berries raw, mangoes, fruits are raw. When I was a kid,
I meant milk though.
But and I'm saying, can you, raw, milk. I mean, what I'm saying is most of the stuff that we cannot eat raw, we shouldn't be eating it. And milk, if somebody drinks raw milk and it doesn't agree with them, don't start heating it up and fucking it up even more, saying you can drink it now, because it becomes just that's what they've done. So if years ago they found out that
add chemicals to it, be like, oh, it's sweet now.
They found out that certain people couldn't digest milk, so they thought, okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to destroy it. We're going to add heat it up. That's what they do with pasteurization, isn't it? Heat it up to high temperatures, kill every fucking bacteria in there, and they homogenize it, destroy all the enzymes. So it becomes just like sugar water. And then, but what do you say? Okay, so like for instance, a yogurt is supposed to be that milk, and they add bacteria back to it again to make it, you know. So if you want to eat yogurt, the sour the yogurt is, the sour it is, the better. Whereas now, you just basically that sugar water, right? When I was young, when the milk came, it didn't last very long. After a couple of days, you can smell the milk. Now, listen, when you have a cheat meal on the weekend, we have milk. Sometimes the milk was
they buy like that little one, and it's there for like 2-3 weeks.
It's only to make a cup of tea, because if I'm having a cheat meal, I have a cup of tea, maybe some with some bread, but that will sit. The milk somewhere 2-3 weeks and it's still there, not off. Whereas when I was younger, when I first came over here in the early 80s, it go off. It doesn't go off anymore. Do
you remember? I remember the milkmans.
Yeah.
With his
milkman,
little...
that's it.
Ding,
yeah,
ding.
I know. Milkman is coming and deliver the milk to your door.
There was a milkman that delivered fresh milk to your door.
Yeah.
Mad. Milkman.
So I think you can still... I think this might be quite a UK thing, because abroad you can still get like that raw milk.
Yeah.
Because in France, you can get it often.
They were banned in some countries. I think UK was one of them. I'm not sure.
Why?
But yeah, because
bacteria,
it's supposed to. Yeah, it's killing. Look, you have to. I argue. I get a lot of hate as well, just a lot of love on social media, and that's what I like. You're trying to cause a debate, but people will just argue with you black and blue that what you're saying is nonsense. Look, milk. If you get raw milk, right, and you drink it and your body doesn't like it, it means milk is off the menu for you.
Yeah.
That's it.
And maybe even for everyone.
You know what my beliefs. I can't tell people how to live their lives, but milk, now you get the milk, it just doesn't go off. It doesn't, that's just, no.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what your body doesn't like. Your body, if you put a mouthful of butter and it will tell you, no, don't. But I want to say that I think you're a very well design machine. You are that it doesn't want any crap. Some of us will just body say, okay. Your body's like, no, I'm a temple.
It's not a well-designed, because a well-designed machine can take it.
No.
I'd say I'm such a fragile machine that it's almost not worth putting on the machine.
What? That's bollocks.
But it is, I think where we are in the UK, or just in general, maybe even Europe, but it's so hard to, I do get it. And I'm glad that I can prevent these things that would have happened to me. But there are so many things about it that are so irritating and so I hate it so much. But I love that I feel good. That's the only thing. You know what I mean? And the meat. I love the taste of the meat.
But the problem is that a lot of people don't realize that they don't feel good. That's what I'm finding out. A lot of people don't realize that they don't feel good.
But being able to lick something and then for the day I'm out is annoying. Do you know what I mean? I get what you're saying and I completely agree. I'm glad that I have that, but I don't like the ability that one thing can wipe me out for a few days. That is too I have to plan what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, and I can have this at this time. I don't like that. But I think it's only because where we're living, I want to live so I can just be in the sticks a bit and grow what I eat, but where it's just always in your face. And even the tap water, I'm so scared of it.
I was going to say it's a bit like Superwoman's kryptonite then.
Yes, literally. Yep. Every food is my kryptonite.
Not every food. You see, I know you're looking at it that way. I understand, because you're the one that got to live with it. But I see a different way. I just think that I wish my body had warned me about things like lactose, and I just ignored them. Now
Yeah,
all
your
the
body
all
did
the
warn you.
yeah, but it did warn me, but not that much. Now all these prostate problems that I had, and it has got something to do with it, because if I drink some milk, a bit of cheese and stuff like that, straight away, like something that only takes hours, it actually hurts my testicle. If I eat dairy, crazy. And I was drinking whey until it's going out of fashion for years. And every day I had this pain. Every day I had that pain. And it winds me up. So I know what you're saying, but I wish I'd had the symptoms that you had. Then I wouldn't have eaten it.
You're lying.
No, but
No, I do get where you're coming from.
No,
but
obviously
I'm
I don't,
saying you're saying that from someone who doesn't.
Yeah, no.
So it's,
I mean, I wish somebody had warned me not to touch it. That's what I'm saying.
If there was, even if there was just more awareness around functional nutrition.
It sounds over the top when I say it, but
you were doing insulin and stuff. That's different though, isn't it? I guess if I was literally like this, getting the things and then doing insulin or something else that would be like that,
But insulin was a different. It was a different kind of. It's that wouldn't. Okay, so the reason why I was taking the insulin was to help me store nutrients.
Yeah.
That's to store nutrients.
But in return, you got hyperinsulinemia.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, which was the cause of a lot of, which is not necessarily yours, but is the cause of a lot
of
disease.
It's a cause of a lot of things. Obviously, it causes hyperinsulinemia. Is the cause. It's at the center of so many things. So it was part of it. But it was part of it. Do you know what I mean? But now, because I've changed my diet for such a long time, now my body reacts to certain things, and they tell me, like if I have cheese, which I was having for years, and having dairy, and I'm saying my bowel, even when I stopped taking the insulin for years, I still had the same problem because I was still drinking the whey before bed. We were making whey.
Yeah, but before taking insulin, that bad.
No, it wasn't as bad. That's it.
Right.
Before taking the insulin, it was not that bad. So before taking the insulin, I just used to think that it was every so often it would play up. It started happening when I was 15 years old, but it got worse when I was taking the insulin.
Yeah.
But I didn't really pay much attention because I really thought, it was the drugs, steroids that were doing that. Until when I came off the insulin completely, it was okay, but I was still drinking maltodextrin. I was blend my chicken with maltodextrin. Do you remember? And I'll drink it, and I become home, and I'll be shaking like this. Had literally just constantly shaking because
maltodextrin is crazy. To
crazy.
think you of all people,
but look,
Edwards.
We had to do a lot of unlearning because maltodextrin was marketed as complex carbs.
Yeah, complex
carbs. That's what it's marketed as. I've got a tab that I've not, and on it says complex carbs. So everybody fell for it.
What else constituted as a complex carb? Wasn't sweet potato was a complex?
Sweet potato is complex. So what
anything that wasn't sweet, really.
No. What it is? You've got you've got monosaccharide. That's one sugar. Mono means one. Saccharide is so monosaccharide is one sugar. Then you've got a disaccharide. So monosaccharide is a glucose. Okay, a disaccharide is, let's say, glucose and fructose together, which is fruit. So disaccharide is glucose.
Wait, arguably cake is a complex carb.
No. Well,
if it had a fruit compote on it and it was a sponge.
But a polysaccharide is, let's say, a lot of so that's a polysaccharide. Then it became, so that's a simple carbohydrate. Is so fruit is a simple carbohydrate, monosaccharide, disaccharide. Glucose is simple carbohydrate, and then you've got the complex carbohydrates, which are the the sweet potatoes and the yams and the cassava, potatoes. These are all complex carbs. So there are so many chains of glucose, but then as soon as you put them molecules together, as soon as you put it in your mouth,
it just
the saliva in your mouth just breaks it down to monosaccharide. Simple straight away. Your body's absorbing it. It doesn't take that long to absorb. That there's so much difference between the two. Only maybe minutes, sometimes seconds. But we're made to believe that maltodextrin was a complex carbohydrate, same as sweet potato, even though it was higher. Yeah, it was higher than what's it called? It was higher than glucose. So we were knocking it back, maltodextrin. I was knocking it in, putting my chicken drinks and not drinking it. And then I had this peripheral neuropathy, and I realized that's what it was, constant. I always had something wrong with me, always shaking. Remember, I call, please get me something to eat.
True, yeah. But was there a video of you and Max Whitlock chit-chatting?
No.
What?
So there was, I saw you respond under one of Max's
yes.
posts.
Oh,
and
right.
he was interacting with that. And then I also saw Adam Peaty in a video mentioned you as well when they were talking about his breakfast, what he has for breakfast in the morning, about he has zero sugar or whatever. He tries to avoid it in the morning.
Oh, does he have eggs?
Yeah. And then the lady was asking, I said, I think it's Loughborough University, isn't it? Lady was saying, Eddie, you'll be proud.
Oh,
No, but it makes me happy that I've managed to, like, we went to the shops today with Tracy, and this young boy came to me. He just, oh man, mate, you don't know how he's it's a teenager, he's 17 years old. He said, mate, you don't know how much you're helping all of us. And then you want to know why. He goes, I'm eating better, I feel better, and my friends, we all talk about it. He goes, oh, can I have a photo? And you just think, that really makes me happy, because that's what I set out to do. I got fed up with all these idiots in the gym telling kids, oh, you can eat, can have cereal, can have all of that. It's just, they're trying to, anyway, it's all about.
And do you know what's annoying? For the Olympics, you've got Muller Corner.
Oh, I know.
You've got like Toblerone or something. It's just the most random crap as well. It's so weird.
Sponsoring it.
Yeah. So mad.
But what I was going to say about a good thing about them, you reaching them athletes, is they can also act as role models, because if anyone's going to think of the pinnacle of health, they're going to think of an Olympic athlete. And they're going to go, if they eat this, that's what I should do as well.
Absolutely.
But on these adverts, they're not marketing eggs like that. No. What they are actually eating, steak. No. They put in Muller Corner, and I will guarantee you, none of those Olympians are waking up and eating a Muller Corner.
Yeah, no.
with the chocolate ball.
That's another video.
Yeah. But if you were head of the Olympics, what changes would you make? And you've got 3 changes you can make. That could be to an event, or adding thing, taking thing off, diet.
It's very difficult. I don't know.
Pumping with performance enhancers. Everyone take insulin.
I think it's very difficult to really monitor the doping and the drug use. It's very difficult, because I know back in the day when I've known people who were Olympic athletes who I know what they were doing in terms of what kind of, but
especially at the Olympics, many sports at once.
Because it's whenever there's money involved, people always find shortcuts. It's not about just national pride or something. It's money. You do well at Olympics, you can make a decent amount of money. So when there's money in it, you get things, people doing things untoward. I mean, at least with bodybuilding, if I turned up at a competition and I hadn't taken any drugs, probably been disqualified. Yeah. It's part of the thing. Everybody's off.
Too sober.
You'll be saying, "Oh no, you're natural." What I think? I don't remember what year it was. I think it was 1991. They tried to drug test Olympia.
Oh right.
So did it, and I know a few people like.
Was anyone there?
There were people there, no, but the standard wasn't the same. And they abandoned it the next year. I think it was 91.
Surely.
I think Lee Haney won. Yeah, they just abandoned it. Nah. Because how come out?
Yeah, and you're going there for a bodybuilder.
You want to see
you're there for, you're there for a spectacle.
You want a spectacle,
if you weren't looking at it.
And if it's somebody who looks like you, what's that?
Yeah, it literally looks like someone you could go to the gym with.
Yeah.
That's True. Damn. Yeah, well,
I was going to say, I saw a clip that talked about how a different way to do the Olympics would be a draft system from each nation. So you wouldn't have these special athletes training for the event. Yeah, so like the Hunger Games, you go, right, Steve, you have been chosen. You are doing the 10,000 meters for England, and it's drafted from all over the world. That is
mad funny.
What do you guys think about that?
About Dad doing a marathon.
Yeah, I know, but
cross country.
No, I think it's difficult. I think some of these sports are very, very. You need to do a lot of training for it. You need to do a lot of training for it.
but like occasionally bringing on a new some random person who's like just Jim from the pub.
No,
That would be so funny. And he's doing the javelin, and then you bring up an actual javelin guy.
No, it won't be.
Or he's doing the sprint next to Usain Bolt.
Again, people want to see spectacle. They want to see somebody breaking records.
Yeah, and wait, if you have a comparison of, let's say, me doing what's it called, freestyle, then that's funny. And also, it's like, wow, they're really good. Because even Selena's all right, and she's not going to beat him.
Yeah, I guess it stops people from doing the whole thing of sitting down watching, going, "Oh, I could do that."
I could do that. I know.
Yeah, like I do with football.
Yeah, I know. I know I can't do that. I suppose that no, it's not. It's these athletes, their lives. They spend years training for it, and to be able to compete against a lot of people around the world and then do well takes a lot. It's a lot, not just of practice, but you have to be disciplined. You have to sacrifice a lot. So a lot goes into it.
Yeah.
So
maybe as an extra game, like the Common People Olympics.
Yeah, that maybe it's like this country sort of selects. It'd be more fun if you select people out of random. It's like a jury service, just like
yeah, exactly.
We got 12 of you. You're going to represent the UK in the Olympics. Like, what? Right, you're going to be training for, and then they all put you spend about 3 months putting you in some kind of a camp doing a bit of training. That'd be more fun.
Yeah, if everyone had a set amount of time to get decent at your sport.
Yeah. So it was 12 weeks. 12 weeks you're going to learn how to do
paid.
This.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. And then you'd actually find out what is the most, because if you take all the best athletes from every country, they're all very similar.
Yeah.
Whereas if you've got a random group of the population like a jury service, you end up with this country aren't very active at all.
Yeah, true, yeah. I'd be
especially if you come around here.
Yeah, exactly. They're full of Gregs. What I would also add, there's a sport I would actually add. I think it is. Oh my god, bench ball, or what's that one? Bulldog. That is so good. That game is so good. It's so fun to watch. It's got everything. All you need is a big room. You just go outside, man.
Have they got breaking? Is it breaking? Break dancing.
Oh, yeah. They've added that.
They've added that, I know.
They have added break dancing. There was something else.
What about that slapping? What do you call that? Power slap.
That's a good one.
Is that what they call it? Power slap?
Yeah, that one. Add to the Olympics.
Imagine having the power slap.
Oh my gosh. And then they say, Selena and Edward, you've been drafted. Yeah, I would be dead.
I think that's funny. It's how did
like
this
little
sport
teams.
come about?
Yeah, yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Bulldog just sent me. That would be a great one. And any other ones you can think of? Any food related? No crap sold, and no sponsors crap. Like the Muller one does get me. I find it so confusing.
It's very difficult.
Katarina Johnson-Thompson, you do not eat Mullers, and I know it.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, they've got to make money.
Yeah,
and you can't say
brand deals on that.
You can't turn it down. So you're being sponsored by.
But you can get sponsored by anything. It doesn't have to be food, and it could be water. You can get a load of water.
It's about the amount of money, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've got Muller, whatever, that's prepared to give you millions, and somebody, so you got to.
I'm sure there's another company that give more.
Yeah, it's a business, I think.
Talking about the money side of it, there was a question here about should the Olympics be held in the same place every year to stop the amount of money that goes into building things, and then countries end up at a loss. I think I've read something that said Brazil lost $2 billion through the whole Olympics, like a net loss of $2 billion.
That's absolutely wild.
It's a difficult one, though, isn't it? Because if you have it in the same place, then how do you, it can be unfair. I mean, it's like going to play at the Emirates. Let's play every game,
Home game.
It's not right. There's a French swimmer, Marshall. What's the one who just won?
The one who won, yeah, the young one.
It Marshall? What's his name?
I don't know.
Marshall.
He was really quick, wasn't he?
It's Marchan.
Yeah, Marchand.
Marchand, that's it.
Marchand.
Now he is swimming in his home, and you can see how uplifted he was
the
by
support.
the support from his own people. And imagine if the Olympics was always in France.
Yeah, that's
You know,
very true.
The country that hosts it tends to get a bit more. So
Yeah.
that's a difficult one, isn't it?
I suppose it creates a bit of an Olympic fever as well, though, when it's in that country.
Yeah,
like, everyone in France seems to be up for it a bit, and there's like it creates that atmosphere. Whereas
how was everyone getting about the London one? Oh my days! They were talking about it for like the whole 4 years.
I'm surprised I never actually went to see it. Where did you go to the London Olympics?
I did, yeah. I went to the water polo between England and someone else.
Well, that's the only ticket you could get?
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's what that's shit, isn't it? Well, look, at least you were there.
Yeah,
you can tell you're telling me about it. And I tell your grandchildren.
A little, I think I was like 8 or 7, maybe I was even 9. I was on like a BBC radio show.
No way!
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they were just going around interviewing people, and apparently.
That's really good.
No way. You the
Have you got a recording of it?
I think I was the kid who said, "Yeah, I could do water polo" as like an 8-year-old.
Sounds about right. Watch this meme resurface. It goes viral. Apparently, you're actually the apparently kid. Cute.
That's funny.
Cute. When they do these stadiums and stuff, it is good for tourism for that area. But I think we're going for like Paris, London.
Does it continue?
That's true. That's
the
true.
whole point.
Because I don't see many people.
And I think the other thing is that nobody's going to invest in a country like Ghana can't afford to hold the Olympics. So in a way, it's still unfair. But what can you do? Look, nothing is fair in this world, is it? Very true. Nothing is fair. If you just look at it and you think nothing is fair. I mean, I'm sitting here worried about, how many pairs of shoes I've got, and you got somebody, who's got no shoe at all. So it's that's how the world is, and we can't really change it.
It really is.
It
it's
really,
just
really
based
is.
on geography, really.
Absolutely, of course it is. It's all geography. I mean, we're no different from that kid who was born into an African, with no food, famine, and they are either fleeing from a war-torn area. We're no different. All it is geography. We're born somewhere different, which makes it very sad.
Yeah.
Because it could have happened to either all of us. But yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Edward, the enhanced games. There is an idea for an Olympic-style event where the taking of PEDs is not banned, called the Enhanced Games, and is set to take place in 2025.
Really?
What are you saying about that?
I think it's a stupid idea. No, I mean, I'm telling you as somebody who's used these drugs, because you see, because they're banned. Even if somebody decides to use it, they're not going to cane it. Whereas when you unban it, like what's happening to bodybuilders now, they start caning it, and before you know it, you're having a lot more deaths than with because I know how. It's all about here and now. Especially when you're taking those drugs.
Yeah.
They affect your thinking. You're like here and now.
And a whole game's near dedicated to it.
I know.
And if there's no limits, that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Apparently their main statement on their website is, the race for superhumanity is on. The ultimate demonstration of what the human body is capable of. But that's not a demonstration of the human body.
Yeah. It's a demonstration of what synthetic steroids can make
you to the human body. What enhancements?
I think every so often somebody will say, "Why did you're a hypocrite? You took steroids," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, I did. That's why I'm trying to warn you, because there are consequences, whether you like to hear it or not. There are consequences, And if you're not lucky enough that something like this, I know so many bodybuilders who've died. I can name so many of them because there are consequences. And so the games, if you're going to do games where everybody can take whatever they want, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think you end up getting people going to die.
Yeah, they claim that 44% of athletes already take them.
Yeah,
hush
yeah.
hush, and this is creates a safe environment, reducing the dangers, and can have doctors monitoring the athletes and stuff.
Nonsense.
Yeah, no way is that feasible. I don't think. Right.
And also, they're then also completely disregarding the long-term impacts.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody, no one's telling them about the long-term effects because they are long-term effects.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is because of the effects of the drugs, they enhance your whatever you're trying to enhance, and it can be addictive. Because oh my God, I'm going to the gym and I'm bench pressing this amount. I want to do more. Before you know it, you're pushing the barrier, pushing it, and before you know it, you're messed up.
Yeah, this is crazy idea. I'm not a fan. It gets scary, and I don't think you're putting into mind people's actual lives and even their head.
Because they stop the amount that you need to take to be a bodybuilder. One would say, well, you don't need to take as much if you're just an athlete, but you're still taking a amount. We don't know how they're going to affect you.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, they're saying about incentivizing the games with money, so you'll get paid more. So if you win, so then what's to stop people from just keep going and going and going and going with
until they've won?
And I think the type of people that would attract are people who shouldn't be doing any performance enhancing drugs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are like, oh yeah, get me on that. Ones that aren't the one. Yeah, you get the belt out. No.
You belt out.
Would their achievements be like legitimate or be a real thing? Would you be
It's difficult though, isn't it? It's just like saying
saying
that Miss Olympia or the bodybuilding stuff is an achievement. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you take drugs or not. You still got to put the work into it.
Yeah, and you've got to have some kind of genetics for every sport.
You've got to have some genetics. You've got to be able to, dedicate your life to, but you make sacrifices. So the steroids just enhance what you're doing, but the groundwork you got to do them yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's the same. It's like everything else.
Very interesting. And would all these athletes that have been kind of rebuked for doing it, like let's say Lance Armstrong, is he coming back now and just doing this?
What's his name? Ben Johnson. Yeah. I think some of these athletes are just used as scapegoats because I think that they know.
Oh yeah.
Right, a bit of a play on a traditional English TV show or concept here, Room 101. Okay. So pretty much, if you guys got, I don't know how many of you guys have got, you've got 2 or 3 or so?
2 or 3. These are like pet peeves.
I think I hate cereal with a passion. Like I hate it so much, right? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. But you see grown-ups, intelligent people get up in the morning with a box of cereal, and I still can't get my head around it. I've tried and tried and tried. It doesn't work.
Well, what I was going to say is, if you compete with each other, so you can, out of like the 2 things you suggest, only one of them can go in room 101, and you have to try and argue your case for why your pet peeve should go in room 101 ahead of the other person's.
So my worst one.
So you bring out your big card, number 1, your first
number one. Cereal.
And adults eating cereal as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adults eating cereal, that's a good one.
Adults eating cereal, that's it. Or anybody eating cereal. I saw how this cereal thing developed, and I saw all the stages which they made slowly convince everybody to. And I'm sitting in the background thinking, are you guys stupid? Can you not see what they're doing? It didn't make any sense to me because I couldn't understand that, like, grown as parents were feeding their children that. And you say to them, well, that's not food. And they look at you like you're crazy. And I suppose, to me, I knew that there would be adverse, outcome from all of that, even at a young age. And it's when I came to the UK and was the first thing I noticed, cereal. I'm like, what the hell is that? Because that's not what we eat as children, eggs. And then you see a cereal. And now I just think that it's one of the things that I would, if I had the authority, I'd have banned in the world. Now, it was bad enough when children were feeding it to our children, but in the fitness industry, when I saw people coming to the gym eating cereal after training, that's when that was when I gave up on bodybuilding. That's why I turned my back on bodybuilding.
I feel like that's when you actually started making the videos, when they were coming into the gym and doing it.
Enjoyed it because I knew they did it. But because you had so many buffoons. I say, when I saw that a lot of bodybuilding people that I thought were okay, were walking to the gym and eating cereal after training, I backed off. I thought, oh my God, I really thought you guys were okay. Yeah. It really bothered me as a gym owner and as a coach, see the transition that, and you can see the effects of his spotty faces, all the skin conditions and all the tiredness and miserable mood and mental health. And he said to them, it's your food. It is lots. That's so. I think that's my pet hate cereal. Every time I walk into a supermarket and see the cereal, I want to get a blowtorch and burn them all. Like that's how
there
angry
are
I get.
Fields of
there
cereal.
Are fields of cereal.
So
fields
big
of
those
cereal.
aisles.
Every time I see, I'm thinking you guys are wrong. It's criminal. You see, they're not. They should put warning signs in them. They like do with cigarettes. I believe they should.
Everyone knows that sugar is addictive, so that should at least sugar can be addictive. Should be on a packet, especially for a kid.
Sugar can be addictive, especially with this.
With gambling, with drinking, they all do it with all of these things that are addictive, even though they're not directly causing you harm the first time you do them. But that means you should be careful with them.
It would be so good if like a Rice Krispies advert had to have at the end, please eat responsibly.
Yeah, literally.
I know.
Eat sugar responsibly.
Please eat responsibly. No, because it doesn't hurt you straight away.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't hurt you.
But nor does gambling. Nor does drinking. Yeah. The first drink isn't going to kill you, but then you have 10 drinks every hour, then you might die.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
What about you?
Yeah, okay. I feel like once I started the business, I gained about 1,000, but which are all like work better in that sense. But okay, just because I think this is going to happen this week, we're going away, and the thing I hate when the plane stops and it's like, okay, the doors are going to open. The people in the middle are like, all right. And they're just standing there. They're just standing there for about 4 hours. Like, just stop. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, you're obviously not going to get off near the front or near the back. You're going to be there a while. So why are you standing there with your head
I'm the kind of
like
person.
that?
No, okay.
I hate that. I don't know why I hate it so much.
Can I just tell you? Can I tell you why I sometimes
you were that bitch?
Do you know why?
When you're in the middle, let's say you're in the middle of the plane, not the aisle, the plane, and you're just not going to get out for like 5 minutes at least.
Do you know why I stand?
Why?
Okay, I'll tell you why I stand. I traveled to the States where I was competing, but I remember we stopped off at Charlotte, USA, in airport, and we were in Charlotte airport, and then somebody stood up and took all the stuff took one of my bags with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I do to get bags, but wait.
Yeah, okay. Took one of my bags, and I remember thinking.
But other than that,
and then I remember thinking, hang on. I saw them rolling. I'm like, excuse me, is that your bag? Oh, whether they were trying to steal it or not, I don't know. That's why when I stand and look, make sure when I'm standing, I'm not waiting to go. I'm looking at my box, see who's my that where you put your luggage, to see what is being taken. So that's the only reason why I would stand. But otherwise, I understand what you mean. It's a bit enough. Yeah. When there's no order, people just want to do it.
And this is Ryanair I'm talking about.
Yeah, everyone wants to get in front of the other one, and so it's crazy. But I suppose with me, the reason why I hate airports is because they waste your time a lot.
Yeah.
They waste
and they time, hate man. You there. Everyone just hates you, man.
Everyone it's like
anyone who works in that. No offense to anyone working in an airport, but do you hate everyone?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like you're bothering them.
Yeah, but I guess people are coming in like, ooh, holiday, and you're just like, yeah, another day of work. Another day of work.
Oh God,
shut up.
Look at her. Look at the state of her. Hope you need the time. Look at it. Do you know what I mean? They're probably just screaming and sort. Coming from Italy, I was coming from Italy on the plane once, And in the plane, there's a man who started calling me names, screaming. And I think I said that before. Screaming on the top of his voice, Hitler was right. What are you doing in my country? And this old man, everybody, people were just laughing.
What do
in the
you
plane.
like?
It's an old man. It's about, maybe about 70 something. And everybody just laughed. People were laughing in the plane. When he got
Laughing
there,
is crazy.
we were just laughing. And then
Where
he
were
got
you
there,
going?
we're coming from Italy.
Alright.
And when they got to the airport, came to whatever the police were saying, police was going to arrest you, and nothing happened. And then you realize, where you stand. I think, so in a way, I don't, and you see, you have to, what I hate about airports, like you were saying about standing up, you have to calm down. You have to behave yourself because they won't let you fly.
Yeah.
And the people working there they don't want to be there. You can see, because it's not personal, they don't care.
It's just it's like the equivalent of like a train ride, like
absolutely, yeah.
And one person on one.
Just get in and shut up. That's what they want you to do. So
yeah,
you can't just raise any objection. You're just gonna toe the line. They make you walk in circles up and down like that. In one lane, you walk in the same.
Otherwise,
spot.
you can't fly.
Otherwise, you can't fly. You got to just swallow your whatever you think. But look, that's the nature of the beast.
I do. Apart from that, I do love airports. Apart from this.
I was going to say, airports are probably the one place where so many things are normalized, which would be so weird in normal life.
Yeah. So true. Very true.
Because I suppose you assume that people are coming to different countries, I think, from different countries, different cultures. But I know I'm not a fan of airports. I airported out when I was bodybuilding.
Yeah, true, actually.
Because you got your suitcase and every airport you're worried because you're carrying food with you. And you're worried whether they're going to take it from you. I don't have to do that now, but, sometimes you got to be competing. You got to take some of your steroids with you, some of the diuretics more than steroids. And you think, oh.
Yeah, you were doing more risky business.
Yeah, well, it wasn't risky, but.
Even bringing food's risky.
Food was risky because they take it away from you. That's the end of your show because you're not going to get the food that you needed to carb load over there. And so
especially not in the US.
I know that's why I didn't like airports that much. But yeah.
What was your other pet peeve?
Pardon?
Other pet peeve. I've got your one, I think. Wait, no, I don't know.
So obviously cereal wins that one.
Oh yeah, sorry, cereal well over.
Yeah, it has to be cereal. My pet peeve. Let's just think. I suppose it's because I have had to deal with a lot of people over the years and owning a gym. I hate like two-faced people.
Oh, yeah.
In this industry, I've come across so many people like that because I suppose I was in a position where people needed a lot of stuff from me. So I think
where there's a gym, I think the kinds of people that are kind of looking for something from someone, even if it's like an emotional thing.
I think a lot of us are inadequate when they start training, trying to change the way we look. Insecure, that's it. I say insecure, inadequate stroke because I know that, when you're not getting the attention that you need. When I was younger, I was one of, 11 children, and you have to work really hard to get attention. So as opposed to the way it's a bit insecure, you think you're inadequate because what you're doing is not, and you want to change the way you look because, whether you like it or not, when you start looking a certain way, the girls look at you more. When I was younger,
there's a whole thing now that boys think that's why they try to put on muscle, but then they realize that it's only guys complimenting other guys. Like,
absolutely,
you look great, man. Yeah. What are you doing like that?
I know it's only, but even the girls, man. I used to work on the door, and the girls come in. Let me touch your muscles and think.
I don't know any girl who's like that.
Oh, it was every night. Every night. Oh,
is that a kind of girl? Well, that's like party girls like that.
I
guess on a Saturday night you're getting everyone.
Every night it's like, oh my god, and let me touch him. Yeah, I suppose it was every night, and then So in a way, it was good, but yeah.
Or were they just trying to get into the club and they didn't want you?
Oh, true. I haven't thought about that.
No. No.
No. Don't get it twisted, Freddie.
No, Freddie, don't turn it. It's like these girls, they were up for it. Oh my god! And you look at them thinking, you've been drinking all night. Your breath smells like a camel's ass.
And that's how I met your mother.
But you know what I mean? That's what I hate. I hate the most about this industry is that there are too many two-faced in this industry. So many of them. They look, oh, Eddie, and then whatever. But I, at the same time, I'm aware that most of us, are influenced by what we take. And whenever I say that, I get so much, Eddie, you're saying this, you're saying that. We're the ones that took this serious, and I'm saying that it affects your way of thinking. And so, yeah, I think maybe the two-faced thing went along with, but yeah, I don't like, we've had it a lot of times in this gym. People
You're
come
almost
and
used
smiling.
to it now,
I'm used to it.
yeah.
I'm used to it now. It's made me not really like have much faith in a lot of people, because people always wanted something from me. Even the ones that didn't seem that they wanted. I've had people who were very wealthy. They come to me, but for some reason they attract them. They want something from me, But now I just think,
Yeah, it's different now because it's a bit more obvious.
So it's in a way I went through all that, and I think it was preparing me for something. Now I just think, I just ignore it.
Yeah.
So yeah, two-faced CUNTs. I struggle with them.
That's a good one, to be fair.
Yeah, I was about to say, no one can really complain about putting two-faced people into the room when I want.
Yeah, that is very true. All right, we need to wrap this up, but I'm going to double time you right now with two. And I know they're ones that we both share. So, drunk people when you're sober.
Oh.
That is the sound I wanted.
Oh.
And then also...
that should have been there. But then I suppose when they talk about the door work, that's...
Yeah. And then no flossing.
Oh! No, I can't not floss. I've got, something. In the past, I used to put, I put a video up, and you get somebody say, "Oh, brush your teeth because your teeth are staining." I'm like, I'm 60 years old, you prick.
That's usually lighting.
Yeah, but that's lighting. It doesn't. But then I always hear that, and even my dentist tells me to ease off on my teeth because I'm so obsessed with them. I constantly. Much flossing do I do?
Oh my gosh! And there are these little flosses
flashes,
that just
incidental brushes. I just
all
think
over the gaff.
Because I believe that this is important in your mouth. I think it can end up growing bacteria. Remember those? Anyway, sometimes you eat and I put, because I got a lot of gaps in my teeth. I eat and I push an incidental brush in there. It's like a whole cow falls out, and you think, damn, a T-bone steak was hitting in there. So flossing is like all of us flossing.
Yeah. I do love. I'm a this one.
Yeah, it's one thing that I'm so glad that we made you kids.
I do love flossing.
Flossing,
it is, and when you but when you eat a steak or anything, sometimes you get something in your teeth. Some people just leave it.
No. Before I brush my teeth, I got to push it all in. No, I have to do that because otherwise, when I get up in the morning, I don't like my. But then we saying that. But I like what you were saying before about the drunk. No, that I can't do.
Yeah, because I rarely drink, and then when I don't and I'm out, it's otherworldly, isn't it?
You've never seen me drunk.
I have once, but I didn't know that that's what was happening. We were just at home, and you were like, "I'm really drunk. I'm really drunk." And I was like,
"I had to go to bed, didn't I?"
Yeah, you didn't seem different at all.
I just felt like I was going to be throwing up. The room was spinning. I'm like, what the hell?
I would not have known. So now I know. Like I've seen drunk guys. It's just normal.
It doesn't make me. The people who get drunk and they get oh God. No,
you're not a slurry one.
No, I just when I'm drunk, I'm like, no, I don't like. I don't like. You see, I think this comes from leaving home when I was 15 to live by myself all these years. You learn to be in control of your emotions. I've had to learn to be in control of my emotions all the time. You have to be, because if you don't, who else? If I got angry and smacked somebody's head and end up in prison, who's going to come and get? When I was younger.
Call me wrong. Have you not done that?
Yeah, I've done that. But that's when I was working the door. It used to upset me that I had to make myself get to that point because I don't like losing control. I don't like getting angry where, I don't know, somebody says, I hit because I lost my temper. I would never lose my temper. When I was working the door, people come in, somebody come in, watch my mate, he's got bad temper, he loses his temper very quickly, easily. And then when they lose their temper, I'll just put them in a fucking headlock because I had to train they're like, you quickly find that bloody temper, and that was like, you can lose your temper. That's just something that has not been corrected. You can't lose, you just stop, you're not thinking. That's how I look at it. I've had to train myself not to lose it completely, because when you lose it, you're actually vulnerable. When you're not thinking. These guys losing, they act all funny, before you know it, crack, and then they are cold. And you think, well, if you hadn't lost your temper, you'd never end up getting cold where somebody just stolen your watch, and somebody has got his hands in your pocket taking your money. This is the early 90s. Yeah, but yeah. So drunk people. No.
People. Is that your absolute worst, more than flossing, more than two-faced? Drunk. But because actually,
not drunk.
Yeah, because drunk people say it right to your face.
Oh,
as well.
I know.
I was going to say, drunkenness normally just exaggerates the worst qualities of people.
With that person,
literally, yeah. Truly.
And it's frustrating. You think,
I actually went out a few weeks ago, and we were at this bar. I think I had like one drink, and so like I was near sober.
Yeah.
But there was this guy there, and he was absolutely rotten. And it was such a chill bar. Like, it took so long to get the drinks. I don't know how he even got drunk, but so he went out for a cigarette, and no. Actually, they were sleeping at the table. He fell asleep, and they carried him out. The friend, and the like literally rabid, trying to bite people. It was madness. He was like, he bit my staff member, he bit me. I was like, what is this guy?
This is in the UK?
Yeah, and it was a full moon.
Is it in the UK?
Yeah.
Well, so it wasn't when my bit.
No, this was UK, King's Cross, a biter.
Okay.
Literally, we were so bad. I'm 25. Dad doesn't let me walk to the park in summer, so it was bright at 6 o'clock, and this is a 10-minute walk, 10-minute max walk. And he was like, "Oh, just let me drive you, please."
No, it's not.
I was like, it's down the road, man.
No, it's we live in the there's no. We live a bit more in the sticks, and I just think that. There are too many alleys, and I just get a bit. Why don't you just drive it down?
Go down an alley.
Why don't you just let me drive it? There's no proper walkway. You're walking that side.
I was on the pavement.
Actually, I was doing nothing. Just drive it down and go.
I can't argue that. There you go. He's like, "Oh, I'm
trying.
I don't want to worry." I was like, "Then don't."
Yeah, but in the end, you still do. You still do it. You still go.
No, that time you drove me. I thought I was upsetting you. I was getting worried. But what were we even saying? Oh, white boy strength. Yeah. I mean, skinny boy strength. Sorry.
I believe it's known as crackhead strength.
Crackhead strength.
Crackhead strength. That's different gravy.
But
that's
no.
This one. Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, but do you know? Yeah. I think I remember the exact story that I was going to tell you about working in that it's called Kudos. No, Kudos. Oh, Destiny. Now, okay. On the door, you got a lot of people who were doing cocaine, and then you had people who were doing alcohol, and the two of them don't like each other because the guys who are doing cocaine don't understand how the alcohol people they don't like that. So there was always a fight whenever you went to a club where there's a lot of alcohol and a lot of cocaine being taken, but not together. There was always because the vibe from the alcohol drinkers is the complete opposite of the vibe of the cocaine takers. So cocaine up for it, always end up having a fight, and you could always tell if somebody's doing the cocaine. So whenever there's a fight, then you grab them. You're like, okay, look to their pockets. You find one of them will have lots of coke, and the other one wouldn't. It's funny, the alcohol, crazy.
And you can tell, like, different clubs would have a different vibe, I guess.
The
best, you get like an ecstasy club.
The best clubs to work in were the guys who are taking MDMA and ecstasy. I love you. You're my best friend. And you think, dude, we've never met.
See, look, that's the kind of performance enhancers we need.
But I mean, obviously, it was so chill. The doorman never went in the club. I worked in Camden Palace a few times. Everybody's off there, not just sitting there chilling. like that. It's like, oh, I love you, sitting there cuddling each other. It was simple. But then but then when you go to a normal club where you got alcohol and fights.
Intense. Damn. And there wasn't really that much restriction around it in that area.
No.
We are settling with drunk people when you're sober.
Drunk people when you're sober.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
I knew that would get you.
Well, I've had you and your friends in the car drunk before.
Yeah, true.
It's like, Dad, I think you better stop the car. Wasn't we going to be sick?
Yeah. And it's always me.
No, it was one of you. I don't know who it was. Throw out outside. Okay, then get back in the car. Dad, I think you better stop again. And then you think, oh, here we go. Then you stop. Then you throw up. And they get back in the car and you think. But then you're glad that they're okay.
Yeah. At least they're with you.
Even they're with you, that's the main thing. You think, oh God, they stayed there in, and then you drive them home, and you want to make sure that they get into the house and lock the door. No. The door is locked because, But that's what being a parent is about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what being kids is all about.
Being kids is all about. I mean, you have to get good. The best one was Eva's, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, man.
I know I told you the story of my oldest one.
So at her wedding as well.
Yeah, no, she went out with the friends and got absolutely slaughtered. Honestly, and then you get the call, But look, that's what it's like having children. If you don't, every parent goes through that. I think letting go, it's the hardest thing, because when you know that, you slowly watch them develop, and then they start making up their own mind. They become just like you, talk back to you just like that, and it's a. Would you
say I'm just like you?
Well, yeah, we are. You tell me off about something, and I tell you off about something. No, but you know what I mean. If I say something, you got your own mind. You're cleverer than I was at school. I mean, in terms of how you pick things up, and I'm aware of it. And so sometimes I'm saying to you, blah blah blah. And you have to. It's part of being.
Don't say that.
No, but it's a part of being. It's part of being grown up. I mean, I was talking to Abs last week because he goes, Selina's very bright, and she's switched on. I said, yeah, I know. She's always been switched on. I said, yeah, I know. Abs, she's switched on.
I'm switched off sometimes, for sure.
But we all are. If you were always switched on, you'd be dead.
Yeah.
You have to be. But
it's true.
It's having to look at the bigger picture. A lot of people cannot do that. And it's good. You always can see the bigger picture. I can see a bigger picture. I can't. The only thing I can't see a big picture in when it comes to putting them
puzzles,
IKEA stuff and puzzles together.
Puzzles, but I love puzzles. I love puzzles with all my heart.
You're weird.
I literally could, for the rest of my life, just be paid to test puzzles. That would be my dream job. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. This was the Blabbew podcast with sweet Eddie Abbew. So cute, isn't he? Look at the little face. Remember, we have longer form clips on our YouTube. We have shorter on our Instagram, our TikTok. Please make sure you catch them all. As well, we've got a lot of cooking tips on our Pro Prep YouTube channel and our Insta and our TikTok. So please make sure you get looking, man. And send us anything you want us to see on the show, any topics you want us to talk about. We are all ears. Then thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. It's been delicious.